Last week, another global celebrity with strong Georgia ties passed away. Hulk Hogan died Thursday at his home in Clearwater, Florida. His influence spanned wrestling, entertainment, and politics. He was also the center of a lot of controversy over the years. His loss has prompted an outpouring of tributes from fans, fellow wrestlers, and public figures alike. He had an iconic presence which was on full display from one end of the globe to the other. But the man whose real name was Terry Bollea leaves behind strong Georgia roots. Here to touch on his ties to the Peach State, we're happy to bring back AJC entertainment reporter Rodney Ho. Good to see you again, Rodney.
Hey, how are you doing, Sharon?
So many losses here. First, Malcolm Jamal Warner, Hulk Hogan, now two stars who developed solid bonds with the metro Atlanta community, the state of Georgia, but such different personalities as well. How does this put where we live into focus as a national, complex, global entertainment capital?
He's connected to Ted Turner, and of course, Ted is what created kind of the Atlanta media connection with CNN and the Turner Broadcasting Network. He is the one who looked ahead and bought. He started. He always had wrestling on TBS back when that was a big cable network in the '80s, and then he started WCW, which was supposed to be a rival to Vince McMahon's WWF, which Hulk Hogan, he popularized and made wrestling what it was. I'm 56. I grew up in the '80s. I mean, he was ubiquitous presence. I mean, Hulk Hogan was, he made what wrestling is today in many ways. And then when Ted decided to take on Vince McMahon, he stole away Hulk Hogan in the mid '90s and turned, what we saw Hulk Hogan as a hero and turned him into a heel, he became a villain. But it worked. I think WCW in Atlanta became a huge presence. And actually, I think for a while, he even got better ratings than Vince McMahon's group. So for several years, they were hot, it was Pepsi Coke type of competition. And then I think after after Time Warner merged with AOL and Ted was kind of faded away, WCW kind of collapsed on itself. And now all we have really, the big kahuna now is he went back to WWE and Hulk Hogan became a hero again. He resurrected himself in the 2000s.
He was always larger than life, certainly in the ring and his persona, but then also in the controversy that followed him, caught on mic, making racist comments, saying things against Kamala Harris at a Donald Trump rally. How complex of a legacy does he as an entertainment and as a person leave behind?
I think it's like a lot of things. Do you take on their character and embrace the character? And we have these complicated legacies with a lot of people. We love Dr. Huxtable on the Cosby Show, speaking of Malcolm Jamal Warner. But the person is a lot more, if you can differentiate the two, you can appreciate what Hulk Hogan did in pop culture, or you can not forgive him for whatever he's done as a person. Everybody, are we, the question is, are we defined by the worst things we've ever done? And do you want to define Hulk Hogan by the things you dislike, or do you want to embrace the things that he did to contribute to what made our culture more vibrant and more interesting?
He was born in Augusta, Georgia, really earned his Georgia roots in the mid-1990s. That really is such a direct line to Georgia, and Georgia certainly claims him as one of the most well-known from that era.
Absolutely, and we have a lot of wrestlers in this town, but yeah, he will forever be known for decades to come. And I think even Netflix has a documentary on him, so we'll see even more. We'll learn even more about him after his death.
Well, you are the expert, Rodney. Is there one thing about Hogan's Georgia story that you think more people should know?
I sadly never got to meet him. I don't think he spent that much time here in his later years, so I didn't get to cross paths, unfortunately, with him. Unlike Malcolm Jamal Warner, I didn't have that honor.
All right, Rodney, we always appreciate your insight. Thanks so much for the time.
Thank you, Cheryl.